Good morning, everybody. Welcome to week 4 of our com234 class. This is Mark. I'm your instructor, and hope that you're enjoying the class so far. I know we've had 2 Zoom sessions where I've gotten to work with you personally over the internet, and I've really enjoyed our time together. Especially this past week when we really got into some of the Microsoft Word stuff and started going through the midterm exam. I was very encouraged and pleased to hear how many of you knew where the different commands were, the different buttons were, and it looks like you're really doing well learning Microsoft Word right now. In week 4, we're going to start talking about references, citations, and footnotes and things like that. Those are very important, especially in the academic world, where you have to give credit to other people in terms of citations and references. Excuse me. And depending on how far you take your education, that's just going to become more and more important. Whether you're doing MLA or APA, it's very important that you cite work that's not yours. Give people the credit where credit's due. And that does a couple of things. First of all, it shows that you can do research. It shows that that you know how to cite people and quote people and things like that. It shows obviously that you're not lying or stealing and taking somebody else's ideas. But when you write a paper and you express your ideas and then you cite somebody, what you're doing is going out and in effect getting other witnesses that back up your thoughts and what you have to say. So citations and referencing is a good thing in the academic world. It lends credibility to your point of view and what you're trying to write about. Depending on how far you go in your education, it will get more and more important. Maybe you've seen it in high school or even where you're at in college, that if you didn't cite properly or if you didn't reference properly, you could fail the entire paper just for not doing that. Teachers have access nowadays. They can load your paper into the computer, and the computer will check your work against everything out on the internet, come back and tell us whether you cheated, so to speak, or whether you plagiarized, I guess is the right term. So it's very important to reference and cite work, learn to paraphrase people, and not take other ideas as your own. So you're going to be learning a lot about that this week. Footnotes, similar scenario, and Microsoft Word does a great job of doing all of this and helping you do it. Plus, there's a ton of websites out there that will show you how to cite different things. So hope that you enjoy it. It's not too hard. Of course, sometimes the devil's in the details when you're writing a paper and you're trying to make sure you get everything just right. And but as far as Microsoft Word this week, we're just going to learn the basics of how do you do citations and how do you do footnotes and things like that using Word. We're not actually going to be writing a lot of papers or anything like that. So I hope that your class is going well for you. Again, I'm enjoying working with you, reading your posts, reading your discussion comments, things like that. If you got any questions, please let me know. Otherwise, I'll see you in class.